Hello and welcome to Friday's vlog. There's not a great deal in today because I apologise I didn't do Thursday's vlog because I did quite a long vlog on Wednesday. And what we had in on Wednesday night, we did a lot of the work on the job that come in for Thursday, so really there wasn't a great deal left to show on video. Somebody has mentioned, but I apologise that I think it was Alan, that I haven't replied back. You said yes, there is somebody with an L200 that was supposed to be coming in on Wednesday or Thursday, but I'm sure it was Thursday, but I had to cancel that because we had that much in on the afternoon, with lift being blocked up, as you can see, with this being stuck on, technically my fault. But next week, as I've mentioned to a few of you people, my viewers, my dad's on holiday, so I'm running the garage on my own next week. So I've actually cancelled that job, the L200 check over, until Tuesday, because with my dad being off, I've got a controlled amount of work in, so I can actually make a bit more of a feature of it on the daily vlog. So I thought that would be more handy for you viewers to be able to see that. So apologies, I haven't cancelled it, I haven't misled anybody. But it's coming in on Tuesday, so it'll be on Tuesday's vlog. So, what we've got in today, I'll just have a look. Alright, sorry I got stopped there, I forgot where I was actually. But anyways, yeah, I totally forgot what I was saying, apologies. So yeah, I've getting this just pulled up. We've got a little Fiesta in for MOT, which we'll do a bit of a walk around of. And I've had this in as well. The guy said, basically, we'll go through the fault on this. Well, basically, this is a Vauxhall combo, but it isn't. It's just a Fiat. I'm not sure what the Fiat name of them is. What the issue is with this, I'll just check that's on, was the guy's been using it, and he started to panic. Things locked itself up. Anyways, I'll see if I can get in. Right, there we go. So, what the problem's been, he's been driving around in it. And like any of us who are into our cars, would be quite alarmed by seeing the oil light flashing. So what does that tell any of you viewers out there? What would you do if that was your car? What would be the first thing you would do? For me, I would jump out and check my oil, because that's indicating, that would be indicating low oil pressure. So natural thing to do is to pull over, check your oil, as you would. So naturally, some people aren't mechanically minded. What they do is put oil in till it stops flashing. So bearing in mind this Fiat engine, 1.3 diesel, takes 3 litres of oil from empty. So you put 1 litre in, the light keeps flashing. Another litre in, the light keeps flashing. It may have already been above the level anyways. So what people get in the rut of with these is overfilling the oil. So I've had to draw out 3 litres of oil, 1, 2, 3. They take 3 from empty, so it's had 6 litres of oil in, which I'm surprised the thing hasn't blown up. So I've just had it running there, obviously, so it might not be on the level, but now it's bang on where it needs to be. And as you've seen when I've had it running, the oil light has carried on flashing. So you'll be saying, well, why? What's wrong? Engine must be knackered. Oil pressure, oil switch. No, it's just Fiat / Vauxhall's stupid way of having a service light. Why have a flashing oil light for a service light is beyond me. It's ridiculous. So it panics people into putting too much oil in, messing about, which could cause serious damage to the engine. So what we've got to do is, I've never done one of these without using the scanner before, so we'll have a go of doing it the old-fashioned manual way. So if I remember rightly, what you do with these is you hold the throttle down to full, switch the ignition on, and pump the brake 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep the throttle pressed in for a further 60 seconds. Switch the ignition off. And then once you've waited for 60 seconds, with your foot released from the throttle and the ignition off, you just simply start it back up. Happy days. No more flashing oil switch. Job done. yeah, so that's that. Job done. I've just got a few people waiting around, that's all. As you can see here, insecure battery, strap snapped. I'll have to let them know about that. And this is what I was talking to you about, the glow plugs. Yeah, anyways, I was on about the glow plugs. Sorry, the lad was actually waiting for this van. He's just drove it back from Scunthorpe, so I didn't want to keep him waiting too long. But what I was saying about the glow plugs, if you want to rewind back and look, they're all down behind the turbo. Yeah, I think you can get number 1 and 2 and maybe 4, but number 3, I'm positive you've actually got to remove the turbo to change a glow plug. Now, how pathetic is that? As well as actually having an oil light that flashes like that to scare you while you're driving when it's just a service light is ridiculous. So that was that reset for him. 3 litres of oil drained out. Just a random guy passing, wasn't booked in or nothing, but he's over the moon. But like I've said, I didn't film it. We had a Yaris in yesterday. It was meant for the day, which we got done on Wednesday night, which meant we had a clear spot on Thursday. And as it's late on at the day now, it's 12 o'clock. And the reason why we haven't had as much in this morning, we moved everything round. We've just been fitting you might have heard my dad talking off film, a number plate light unit of a Honda Jazz, but you've got to remove like the whole boot liner trim and everything. So that was a job we had in, which my dad's been on with. But more to the point, to the other news, but I didn't get into work this morning till about 10:30 because I've sold my dad's Toyota CHR on Facebook. Haven't put it on Gumtree, so before, I just want to put a message out here to everybody. I can't stand Auto Trader. It's so expensive and it's crap. eBay on a classified ad, which is about £15 to £20, where people can't bid, can't buy now. There's just simply a phone number on there or eBay message to contact you. They work. But yeah, it just shows you a 25 grand car on Facebook sold like that. Fingers crossed the deposit will be through tonight. And this guy's needing to sell his Mercedes, I think it's a CLA or something like that. But with me dad going on holiday for the week, we're not bothered. The car can wait. So happy days. That gives this guy, he's going to leave a deposit, gives him a week to get, well, he can sell his car instantly for We Buy Any Car. But to be fair to the bloke, we just says have a week to try and get more money for your car. Or if your car sells quicker, when my dad's on holiday next week, I don't mind running the car across because he's pretty local. I can run it across to him if he wants to run me back. So that's why work's been sort of delayed a bit this morning, and we've deliberately got work in yesterday, what was meant for the day, and booked people in late at the day to give her a bit of space, breathing space this morning. So happy days, nice guy, no nonsense. He got a good deal, he got all the extras with it. So yeah, off to a good home, and like I've spoken to a few years, you want to see us do the film of the picking up the new car, not this Monday but next Monday. We'll do that. Like I say, I can't help it if it's blowing a gale or pouring a rain or if there's loads of salesmen sniffing about. I don't actually think they'll have any problems because we were speaking to the manager of the dealership, and I most certainly don't think he would have any issues. But it's more me, I don't know, like if there's too many like people walking around and in my face, I'm not shy on the camera, but I don't really feel comfortable doing stuff when I've got people kind of staring at you wondering what the hell you're doing. Because people just think you're bloody FaceTiming somebody or whatever. They think you're cracking up speaking away to your phone, unless they actually know what you're doing. So yeah, we'll get that one done. I've got quite a bit of content ready for the weekend to put on. I'm hoping I'll get it uploaded because YouTube at the minute's been taking ages to upload videos. I don't know why. Even at home when I've got my fibre broadband, it's the actual YouTube interface that's actually causing the problems. So onto this anyways. Just while I was filming that van as well, me Jeep, I haven't been having problems with this. This company are fantastic for the lubricants. I've got to admit, I've used them a few times. Sam Smith, whatever you call them, Sam and Alan. I'm trying to think. I've used these before in the past, and they are good. But this is the proper fluid for this Jeep. It's the 80F4, 5 litres. But I've been having such a carry-on with Royal Mail with that. They sent me an email on Wednesday saying it would be delivered Thursday. Now, I wish I could do a screenshot of the email on here to show you, but you'll just have to take my word for it. The email said clearly, your parcel will be delivered. And it says it is due on Thursday between, I think, 10:45 and 11:45. And I rang Royal Mail up and says, why is it not here? This is, well, it's not a guaranteed delivery. I says, well, it doesn't say anywhere on the email it's not guaranteed. But they said the word due for some reason doesn't mean guaranteed. I said, so why doesn't it not just be worded as your parcel may be delivered on Thursday? I can understand that, but they're trying to kind of demean you and saying you don't know the actual definition of the word due with a D, not a J. So, I don't know, it's just absolutely ridiculous the way these parcel companies are. You know, like, ideally, you know, if this had been a customer's car, which let's remember here, businesses run on couriers. Luckily, we don't have to. But, you know, like, a lot of companies run on the basis of waiting for deliveries from courier companies, you know. But, yeah, when you get an email saying it's due on Thursday, why would you doubt the word due? But they say the word due means not guaranteed. Absolute load of waffle. Load of absolute rubbish. So anyways, it did come the day, but weirdly enough, a guy walked into the garage, I didn't get it on film, with a shirt and tie on and dropped it at the door. And I says, like, you know, I goes like, who are you? Like, and he went, oh, I'm the manager. I says, oh, the manager? Manager delivering a parcel? I thought, that's strange. And he just walked away, and I thought, well, maybe have the listened to the phone call or something, like that I wasn't happy. No, I said, I'm just delivering. And like, I genuinely, like, dress shoes, shirt, tie. And I says, oh, so I says, you just delivered. I said, there's nothing more than just delivering. He said, no. I said, no, I want to just ask you something. I says, because I rang up yesterday about this. I said, this was due for this vehicle. And I says, they told me that this, because it said due, that doesn't mean guaranteed. He said, it's an absolute joke, ridiculous and stuff. So even the staff know that it's a complete joke how they're running. But when you think about it in context with this vehicle, as you can see, I'll swing it round. I don't want to film too much of this, because I'm going to do a separate video for the Cherokee. It's all on and sealed. Now, what I wanted to do with this was put that oil in last night, Thursday night, leave it overnight until tonight. So that's 24 hours it's had to stand to soak to see if we get any leaks, so that I can take it home over the weekend. But now if I put it in at this time at 12 o'clock, I'm not quite sure that's long enough to let it soak. So what I don't want to do is to bring it home, put it on my drive, and it leaks oil again. You know, and I explained to the guy, I didn't tell him this was my car, he doesn't need to know that. But this had been a customer's car. Now it's a Friday, because of their incorrect working, this car now would have to stay until Tuesday, and that wouldn't be very good for a customer, you know. And I've paid for that service, for that delivery. It's just, I don't know what's going on with it these days. Now it's all these computer generated emails. I think they cause a lot of problems across the whole kind of country, where the world really, isn't it? Where there's computers saying one thing and what actually happens is a completely different matter. So we'll go across and look at this other car, the Fiesta again. Forward thinking, this car needed work, and I got this. The lady was going to drop this in this morning, but I explained to her that somebody come to look at my dad's car. We may not be in until after 10 o'clock, and she happily come last night and dropped it in for her. So it just meant that we moved all the jobs that were due in at 9 and 10 o'clock to either later or getting them in the night before. So we got this little Fiesta in last night, so we could wait till 10 o'clock. Nobody was going to be waiting around at the garage. So it's just in for a straightforward MOT. It had no oil in it. And I mean, it's took 2.5 litres of oil, and I'm not sure quite how much these take. This is the non-turbo EcoBoost. Awful. The EcoBoost's bad enough, but at least the EcoBoost has actually got some boost, some power. But this is just a straight non-turbo 3-cylinder. I'm not joking you. It sounds awful, no power, rattles like hell, and obviously burns oil like hell as well, because it took over 2 litres. My dad's done it. But there's your it's just the same as the recognisable EcoBoost we all know, but with no turbo on them. No thank you. Close that bonnet, because that makes me feel sick looking at something like that. Like, genuinely, like, why want a little 3-banger boring engine? It just, and like I've said, if it was in an old car, you would just go, oh well, it's just a banger, who cares? Totally agree with that. But people going out spending tens of thousands of pounds on these little 3-potters with no power, rattling away, burning oil. give me a 4-cylinder any day if that's the future. I like electric. I'm not going to pull electric down. I have me doubts about it, and the infrastructure isn't there. But I will not knock the way an electric car drives. They drive beautifully. But I wouldn't have one. I wouldn't be paying, like I've mentioned about the Corsa. Standard Corsa, brand new, out the box, petrol, nice spec one, about 15 grand. You're looking at about 32 to 35 grand for an electric Corsa. And like I've said, for upper class cars, you're talking into like 60, 70, 80, 100,000 pound. Not worth it. And you can get a lot of nice cars for that money. So yeah, these 3-cylinders, they're meant to be economical and all this, that and the other, but they're very, very unreliable. In some games, don't get us wrong, I've seen plenty of 3-cylinders with loads of miles on, if I looked after, but just boring. boring when you, especially when you're dealing with like a bland bottom of the range car as well. But this Fiesta isn't a bad spec, but when you get these real bottom of the range 3-cylinder cars, VAG do some really nasty, like Skodas, the bottom of the range Skodas with the 3-cylinder engines in. Not for me. Yeah, this is actually not a bad spec when I don't even know what it is. I don't pay attention to much of these newer stuff. Doesn't even say nothing on the back, just Fiesta. I do like this model of Fiesta. I'm not knocking the car. I just think there's a lot of nicer engines out there for to be in these cars than that. But yeah, it's only got 44,000 mile on, and it's burnt nearly all of its oil off. That'll have done the engine the world of bad. So we've obviously had to top it up for doing the MOT. Apart from that, it's not actually needed anything else because it is pretty much a brand new car. But yeah, you wouldn't expect a car with that amount of miles to be burning that amount of oil. But according to the customer, the oil is checked regularly. But how do you take that with a pinch of salt? Because I do. So yeah, that's really it for today, because like I've mentioned, I did a longer video on Wednesday. Yesterday, I just got on and did the work that was in, and now I'm going to get on and do a separate video putting the oil into the Jeep. So I would film that on this one, but I can't because I'm going to do a separate Jeep video of that. So yeah, let us know what you think. I think what I might start doing, like, rather than doing and just to let you know, my dad's going on holiday tonight, so we haven't got a great deal in for that reason as well, because if we do something and we have problems and we can't get parts, that's why we've grafted late on, and I was really busy yesterday. That's why I didn't do too much filming, was purely for this reason, so that my dad, we're going to, once we've had our dinner, we're going to have a bit clean up in the garage, get the Jeep off the lift and get sorted so he can get away, start getting packed, because he's away the early hours of the morning. So that's another reason why there's not a great deal in the day, because we've brought everything in earlier and getting everything done, cracked on and done it. So like, I was really busy yesterday, hence I couldn't even get round to filming, to be quite honest. So yeah, but I have got some weekend content coming up which I filmed last weekend, so forgive if there's any mix-ups about the Jeep and the leaking and blah blah, but I didn't get round, like I've explained on Wednesday's vlog. I'll get that one uploaded and we'll go from there. So please, if you like this, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe, and I'll catch you over the weekend. Bye.